So today I wanted to explain why we ask for information about the GL codes or the general ledger coding. And the GL codes are important for us in QuickBooks so that we can understand where our money is being spent in comparison to where our money is being made. In other words, the 5,000 series is our revenue, and we have that broken down by categories such as drugs, hospitalization costs, examination, things like that. And then the 6,000 series corresponds to that in the form of expenses and also has the same category numbers. By using both numbers together, we can see where we have room to improve as far as where our money's coming in and where it's being spent. So when we're trying to categorize these things, we can get the information from different places. If you happen to pay by monthly statement, when you make your payments and you pay that month-end statement, the easiest way to find that is to go onto your vendor, whether it be Covetrus, Patterson, Midwest, MWI. They should all have this area where you can find what's called the general ledger coding. So when I click on my general ledger coding here, I'm going to want to see the GL code summary. And when I go to that summary here, I'm going to be looking for the entire statement dates. So for Midwest, they bill out at the end of the month, which is the 31st in July. So I'll put from the 1st to the 31st. Just be aware some companies actually bill on like the 25th or an odd day of the month. So make sure that you are putting in the appropriate dates. When I do that, all of the codes that were for the month are actually completely broken down for me, so I don't have to do that myself. From there, I can just export that sheet. And when I click on the export, it will create an Excel sheet for me that I can just transfer the information over into QuickBooks. So when I open my file, you will see how that looks and how easy that is to transfer for us here. So with the first step, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that the total on the bottom matches your statement. If for some reason that number is different, double check your dates because that's the place it's most likely to happen. These codes you'll see in category 6001, what we spent our dollar amount, what the tax amount was, and what the total amount was. So these are the numbers we want to be entering, is these total numbers here. There are two things to notice on here. One is the $6.75. If we come to the top, it's going to tell you that was a shipping charge. That shipping charge can be added into the category that has the highest dollar value, as that's where most of our money was spent for the month, because there is not a specific code just for the shipping. So I'm going to look over here at category 6115, which is going to be my drug cost. And that was $7,100. So that's where I'm going to add that $6.75 shipping. The other thing that you're going to notice is on the bottom where it has a little star and it says none and it has a negative amount. That's a vendor rebate. So those are actually categorized a little differently, and there should be an area for you in your GL codes to put those vendor rebates. And that's going to be dependent upon what kind of rebate it is. So you just need to look and see where your rebates are going and apply that appropriately. They will not be coded by the company because people can categorize these in different ways. And so they allow you to make the decision on what department that's going to go into. We'll do that for each one of our payments each month. And we have two options in the way we can do that. We can either put it on the payment, like if I go to the payment of $20,475.34, I can actually go on to that payment itself and use the split feature on there and put these in till I get to the balance. Or the other option is I can just create a journal entry and then just credit that payment against it, and that will take care of that for me as well.